Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is your boy Christian. Guys, today I've got some Legends replays for you guys from my season pushing and stuff. I've also got an attack strategy link below down in the description, the one that I use. And guys, please hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate all the love and support. 90% of you guys are not subscribed, so please let's fix that and let's get this channel going to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Yes guys, so let's get straight into the video. So yes guys, this is my attack strategy, the Blizzard Hydra that I've got here for you guys today. It is an OP attack strategy. It's still viable even with the nerf on the Dragon Riders. I'm going to show you guys today. And also guys, if you guys want to check out my player profile, you guys are welcome to do that. Last season with this exact same attack strategy, I reached the all-time best of 5,800 and something trophies, so it was really good. I'm having really good days so far, and yeah, so let's jump straight into the first attack. So if you guys can see, this is quite a weird shaped base. It is really common now in highish legends for those teaser bases, but not the triangle shape, but the box shape. So the box shape with the town hall to the one side, and always with these, if I can, I will send the blimp in from the side, or even better, if I can, I would send the king in from the top side if it's possible, and then blimp like out the eagle with like a scatter or something. So that is just something to keep in mind. Not every base you would have to attack the same. You just have to adapt and attack a bit differently in every single base situation you get. So now, looking at where the sweepers are kind of pushing to the one side, but as you guys see, there's a lot more base down on the left hand side, and we do not want to finish off on that side. So we do best of to start that side, just sending in those a dragon and some rocket loon to the top and side, and then using the king and queen to funnel at the top and side, hopefully taking out that air defense and going into that eagle compartment, sending in those dragons and stuff, using just a freeze just to help prevent the damage on them, and sending just everything in there, quite holding on to the royal champion for a bit. And yeah, so now we're going straight into the core of this base with the rage. Still haven't used the warden ability. Now we pop it off as we get into the core where all those traps are, and now we're sending in the royal champion on the left hand side of the base. So this royal champion is just going to help push our troops more through the center and also mitigate some damage off of our queen, who is obviously quite low. It is also quite nice to hang on to some spells, like that freeze is obviously very good to protect that royal champion, and we're also using that invisibility spell just so we can get out that scatter shot with the ground warden and the dragon. Now there's not really much left that you can do except for your ability timing, which is quite critical sometimes. But anyways, this is looking really good for us. We still have that dragon rider up, and our queen is still moving strong. So that dragon rider does go down, but that queen with her ability and that gap in the wall would enable her to take out the rest of the space if she goes inside. Using her ability not prematurely is really good, because we want those high damage hits to be on the stuff we need to destroy quickly. As you guys see, she still gets that expert out pretty quickly with her ability, and that is it for this attack. So just to sum it all up again, you want to get out the town hall and then funnel and get your troops around through the base with the king and queen on the opposite side, just to funnel them into the base even stronger. This will be a great example of that. This is like a perfect example, as I'll show you guys here. So over here, we can just use like some test loons before we send in our blimp. We want the blimp to take out the scatter on the left hand side, the expo in the middle, and the tunnel on the right hand side, and as many heroes as we possibly can. Pulling out the CC and maybe taking out the CC is also quite nice. Also just being safe with our invisibility placements is really good. Not waiting too long, but just playing it safe so we know we can get that town hall down. Now as soon as that tornado trap and triggered and stuff, we know it's finished. Now As you guys can see, this base is pretty, like at the top hand side, is pretty nice for funneling. As you can see on the left hand side, there's not really much damage dealing buildings where we can send our king and queen down. We also want to use the rocket loons and the baby dragon just so we can get that perfect funneling through the center of the base with our troops. Sending in the hound in first, obviously, just for tanking purposes, and then sending in everything behind with the loons trailing a bit behind so that they can become more useful in the core of the base with the rage and the ability, the warden ability. We're also sending in the royal champion because the royal champion will just help everything move through as quickly as possible, using that warden ability at the perfect time. And you can already see how much funding the king and the queen have done on the left hand side all by their own, and those dragons are not going to skew off to the left hand side. They're all just going to go straight through the middle of the base, then wrap around, finishing that eagle and the expo last. And this is pretty crucial that we also get down the air defense, because obviously we don't want our troops to be dying out at the end. Now, as you guys see, there's so much left, and we still have our royal champion ability and everything. The king is still up, and this is quite nice when dealing with these teaser bases where the high damage dealing stuff is on the right hand side, or on the one side of the base, and the other side is basically just easy stuff. And then we can have this huge push to clean up the rest of it. Also, using our royal champion ability there is pretty crucial, just to get the stuff out even quicker. We still have some archers left that we're just going to put on that warden, and that is it. So now it's just that clan castle that has to go down, and this would be another 3-star in Legends League. And also, guys, remember, Legends League is not about you have to like perfect one strategy on all types of bases. As you guys can see here, we have another teaser base, but this one, the scatter shots are like quite in the core, and the expos are quite far out. So we want to still send in our blimp on a side angle so that we can still get out those expos, because obviously we want to get out the town hall, but getting out those expos as well would be a huge plus for the remainder of the push, because those expos are also set on air, and you know, that would be quite a big problem for our dragons and stuff. So now we also got out the CC, which is another huge plus. So only with the blizzard we got out the CC, we got out, like, we dealt some damage to the heroes, and now again funneling the king and the queen around the outside. As you guys see, there's this like double layer of buildings around the outside, which we want. And also the queen will also get out the third layer, the layer inside the first wall compartment, and that would be pretty crucial. And you can see our dragons and stuff will just go straight into that core of the base, and that is pretty crucial. We want them to wrap around and finally end up by those expos and stuff, but obviously it doesn't always work out how you want to. That's why it's pretty good to adapt. And also, like, there, using that warden ability is at that crucial point with all of those black mines. Always have to stay focused on that. Now we do have some dragon riders going more throughout the top side, but we still have some a dragon rider and our royal champion around the bottom side, which is really good for us. Sending in those rocket loons, one went to the boulder on the far side, but one actually does go to that expo. And we use our poison on that queen because our blizzard already took out the CC, and that is brilliant for us because obviously we have a poison in hand. That's why some people do not like to bring the poison. They'd like to rather bring an extra free spell or something. You can do whatever you want, but I prefer to bring my poison just in case we still have some CC or a hound, which can really, if you guys saw my last video with my base, my legends base, I highly recommend you check it out. Yeah, some people didn't have the poisons for the hounds, and that's what ultimately cost them a 1-star. So if you guys want to copy that base, it will be, I'll also link it in this description. Why not? I'll put my base link in here as well, but I'll also have my army strategy and my army composition. So over here we still have the queen and the warden left over. As you guys see, it's not as easy as what it was before the nerf, but it is still relatively easy. The spell timing and placement can always be improved, and also the more you attack certain types of bases, the easier it gets, and this will be another 3-star. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support in the videos. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out a ton. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.